Welcome back to the channels. My name is Thomas Fletcher. I'm the host of both the LCSW Network and the Military Social Work Network. If you're new to both of these channels, please do me a favor by smashing that like button, by subscribing to the channels, and by sharing this video with your social work colleagues and friends. The purpose of both of these channels is to create a community of hope and support, where social workers and military social workers can come for relevant news, information, and inspiration. Welcome back to our series called Ask a Military Social Worker. So I just received a question by a viewer named Aaron H. Thank you, Aaron, for watching the previous video that you watched and for sending in your question. So Aaron's question is, he's currently an active duty enlisted soldier, and he wants to know how he can become a social worker. Great question, Aaron. Thank you for sending in your question. So before I even get into that, just a quick disclaimer, this video is not being endorsed, sponsored, or promoted by the military, by the government, by the DoD. And I am not, another disclaimer, I am not a recruiter. I am a military social worker, but the purpose of these videos is just to provide information and a little bit of education about different aspects of military social work. So as always, I invite you to, after watching these videos, to continue to do your own research on these topics. But again, I'm happy to answer Aaron's question about how he can become a social worker while he's currently active duty. So the primary way that I'm aware of for those that are active duty enlisted to become social worker is to participate in the Army ROTC Green to Gold program. And I've done a previous video about the Green to Gold program. I will leave a link, and at the end of this video I will leave a link so that you can go back to that video. I'm just going to go over some very basic requirements for the Green to Gold program. The first major requirement is that applicants must be under the age of 30. Another requirement is that you must be on active duty when you're applying for this, and you must have no more than 2 years of active duty at the time that you apply. So if you've already been in the military over 2 years, you're not going to be eligible. But if you're fairly new in the military, on active duty and enlisted, then go ahead and apply. There's a lot of other requirements, like you can't have a domestic violence charge in your legal background, because that's one of their requirements. They also have Ep.50 requirements. Again, I'm going to leave a link to the actual Green to Gold program, because they just published their new handbook for June 2021.